we're talking about video structures and being concise. Now, again, for the demographic that we're talking about, because again, I'm targeting everything I'm talking about for people between 40 and 60 years old, and that means you're either a baby boomer or you're a Gen X. Hey, that's me, 57, and I've been doing this for an awful long time now, so I'm going to share what I know about this particular topic right here with you today. So again, we're talking about our video structure, which is how long, the format, what it looks like, and being concise. Because depending on who you're making the video for, these are going to be very important things. Today, currently, people are looking for storytelling. You don't want to just hammer out the same thing over and over and over again and have no fluff to it. We don't want to go babbling on when we can get to the point on something. So if you're doing a how-to video, yes, you want to say why it's an important video because, and tell a quick little story about how this is important, and then move into it. The story could be basically why you think it's an important topic. So if I wanted to, and I was going to refer to my new Rode microphones that I have, I'll explain it as, so in this video, we're going to talk about some new wireless lapel microphones. This is why I decided to get them, because in the past, if you've noticed, I had videos where I was wired up physically to the mixing board. And though it gave me great sound and it was a very inexpensive way to do it, it was very cumbersome because I always had to deal with the cable. So now I've got this Rode and I want to tell you how good it is and why you may want to get it for yourself. See how I use the story to introduce the product that we're going to talk about today. Now, this could be in any reference at all. If you're, again, let's go back to my original analogy that I like to use in all these videos now, my fly fishing analogy. I might decide to go and say, you know what, this weekend I had a time off and I was, it's out of blue. I was going to work, but now I'm off. So I've decided to go to my local fishing hole where it's great fishing this time of year. So we can go and see what's going on. Now I know it's off season, but what do you think we can catch? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's go down to the river and do some fly fishing. And then you kind of roll into the whole fly fishing thing. Now I'm just making that up because again, I don't fly fish. I have no idea. So again, that's leaning into video structure and they cross paths with being concise. Now, the whole thing is you have to decide what's best for timing. Now, in my video demographics that I'm shooting for, again, we've talked about that. I'm looking for people that are similar to me in age group and people that want to learn, but not necessarily learn from somebody who's 20 years old, who's just going blah, 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 blah. It's important. Timing is important. So for me, to have my videos to be 8 to 12 minutes long is very important because it allows me to get enough information without going too far, too deep into too much detail, but bring the message across. Now, specifically at this point in stage in my career doing this unique thing, I want to make it so that you feel comfortable watching and listening to my videos and that you feel like you're getting something out of it. So that's the important part about being focused on this particular topic. Now, if I was talking about fishing and traveling and stuff like, all my videos would be focused on that particular topic. So when people came, they knew what they were going to get. So at a certain point, your viewers are going to get comfortable with your content. They're going to feel comfortable with what they're seeing and they're going to like what they're seeing. And when they come back, especially when they're in a certain demographic of age, when they get older, people tend to want to be, I like this show, I'm going to watch this show. If it comes up and you're familiar with it, you're going to watch it. If it's a show you just didn't like and you've tried it a couple of times, you'll probably ignore it. Or if the thumbnail doesn't meet up with the content and it throws them down a rabbit hole they don't want to appeal to, they're not coming back. That's for sure. And the algorithm works today in that favor. You can subscribe, which, you know what? I hope this is a good time for me to ask you, by the way. Could you hit that subscribe button? I'd really appreciate it. And the idea that you can make videos that meet the goal. Meet that goal of what people are looking for when they're watching your video. Now, again, it depends on what your plans are. Are you going to make something so this way when somebody's sitting there on the toilet flicking through the shorts, looking for something to watch, maybe they come across you? But remember, that's a tough one because it doesn't generate a long-term relationship and all it does is get you a lot of quick views. Now, if you're making them to support your channel because you figured your niche is good enough that you can add those in after you've tried it a few times, by all means. But outside of that, focus on making your videos only as long as they need to be, and then still trim them down a little bit more. That's allowing them to be concise. Don't ramble off too far. Reel it in, but in your editing, if you think that that's gone too far off, cut it off. Get rid of it. Don't get rid of too much of the storytelling. Get rid of the babbling on, and if you've lost your train of thought, don't keep that. But you definitely want to keep a hook at the beginning. Introduce what you're going to be doing, which should match up with the thumbnail and title. Talk about why you're going to talk about it, because that's your story. That's what people are going to remember about you. And then get into the actual topic of the day. So that's very important. Now again, I really like this structure. I'm going to use it on my channel. This works well for me. You can do some experimentation. But at the end of the day, it's a good rule to start with, a guide to get you down the path of how your content structure should be. Keep it short, keep it to where you want to go. Start with the confirmation of what the video is going to be. Also very important, if your video has you on the thumbnail, you better be in the opening scene. Don't have something else. Don't do anything else. Get right to the point. Be part of it. I don't care if you're out hunting in the woods. Be part of that opening scene and then lead into something else. If you need to, very important, take a clip of really high excitement so that the threshold of your video, take that, cut it in half, put it at the beginning, so this way it builds up and then goes off. This way you show what's going to happen, you tell a story on how you ended up in the circumstance, and lead yourself back to that point. Show that, wrap it all up in a nice little bow at the end, and before you know it, the video's over. The viewer never even realized it happened. Bingo. Always do that. And by the way, another good important part is that last piece I said. Always surprise the viewer with the ending. I'm trying to make sure that my endings go like a cliff. So I'll talk to you throughout the whole video about what the topic is, and I'll try and not wrap up any point of it until I get to the very end, and then just end the video, and you're like, what happened? I gotta watch the next video to find out what's coming up next. So at this point, what do you think? Do you think you might have a comment, something you might be thinking about, something that's on the top of your head that you're going, Robin, should you not be talking about this at this point? Should you not ask about this? Or what should I do next? And where should I go next? Well, that's a very great idea. Throw it down in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking, and I can try and help you along as much as possible. Remember, these is a part of a series of videos. So there's 10 videos in this one package alone that's going to help you through all these steps of getting started with a channel. When that's all done, we'll have another package and another package. These are how it's going to go. Now remember, some of the packages are educational, like I'm actually going to be going through YouTube and showing you how it works. I'm going to be going through ChatGPT and showing you how it works to help you build your channel. But right now, you kind of need a fundamental understanding of what we're going for, stuff for you to think about, stuff for you to practice, and stuff for you to start throwing comments and questions down below, so this way we can kind of build a rapport on what's going to be best for you. So which leads us to our very next video. It's all going to be titled Speaking to Them, Not At Them. This is very important. It's how to carry on a conversation while talking to your viewer, because this is what YouTube is all about. I mean, we're not making sitcoms or talk shows that you're going to see on TV. We're making something for YouTube. So there you go. That's going to be the next video you're going to want to watch. It's going to really help support everything we've done up to this point. I'll see you on that video right now.